Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I'm your English teacher from IYS school. I hope you all are fine. Before starting the lecture, I'm giving you some instructions. Kindly follow my instructions very carefully so you will understand each and everything taught during the class. Okay, students. Now the instructions are: don't interrupt me during the class. If you have any query or a question, ask me at the end of the class, but don't interrupt me during the class by raising hands again and again. Okay? Use your chat box to ask the question. You can ask me questions at 10:55 a.m. Okay? Now, moving towards our class, yesterday we did exercises of course book. I hope you have completed them in your books. Today we are going to do exercises in your workbook. Keep a pencil and your workbook with you so you can solve exercises with me. Okay? It's compulsory for you to have a pencil and your workbook opened with you. So solve these exercises with me. I will share answers of these exercises after explaining them to you. So make sure you have a rough copy, a pencil, and your active English workbook with you. Now I am starting my class. Open page number 20 of your workbook. The screen is on your appliances. Okay. So, vocabulary. What does elephant like to eat? Complete the sentences with the words in the box to find out. You all know very well that yesterday we have done suffixes. Suffixes are the words which are used at the end of this word to form a new word. When we want to form a new word, we add suffixes with the base word so it will become a new word. Yesterday we studied the suffix ward. Okay, we studied the suffix ward, which means in the direction of. Ward means in the direction of. To show the direction of something, we use suffix ward at the end of the base word. Understand, my students? So this is the exercise related to the suffixes word. This chart is given to you. It's like a game. Okay, students, it's like a game. It's very interesting and amazing. Okay, so you have to keep a pencil in your hands and open page number 20 of workbook, so we will complete this exercise at that time. Okay, now start. What you have to do in this exercise? What does elephant like to eat? They are saying you to assume that an elephant. What are the things which an elephant likes to eat? What are the things which an elephant like to eat? Okay. Complete the sentences with the words in the box to find out. These are the suffixes given to you to complete these blanks. Okay. Leftward, rightward, downward. By reading these words, you understand clearly that leftward means at the left side. They are showing you the direction which is at the left side. Rightward mean the direction which is on the right hand. Downward mean the direction which is on down side. Okay, so here suffix word is used to show the direction of the elephant or to complete this chart. You have to use these three words to complete these exercises. Okay, first of all, I will read these blanks and then we will solve. Okay, blank number one: stomp, dash 4 steps, elephants like ice cream. Now you have to stomp. Stomp means jump. Stomp 4 steps, elephant likes ice cream. Means when we stomp 4 blocks, it's ice cream. So what is the word we use in the blank? It is right word. Okay, stomp right word like 1, 2, 3, 4. We move, we stomp 4 steps. So elephant like to eat ice cream. Right word, we move right word. So here the suffix right word is used. Okay, now blank number 2, go dash 1 step. Elephants like peanut. Now you have seen that peanuts are placed on the 7th number box. So you have to go 1 step downward. You have to move 1 step from, now you are at the box of ice cream. So you have to move 1 step down. 1 step down, downward. Elephants like peanut. Okay, first of all you stomp 2 4 boxes, so you will get that elephant like to eat ice cream. Now moving towards moving downwards, 1 step downward, elephants like peanuts. Okay, now you are at the box of peanuts. Okay, blank number 3, turn dash 2 steps, elephant like burger. Now you have to move burgers like 2 steps. 1, 2. Move, turn leftward 2 step. You are seeing on the screen that we have moved towards 2 steps. Leftward 1, 2. So elephants like to eat burger. Now we are at the box number 5 in which you are seeing burger. Okay. Blank number 4. Move dash 1 step. Now move dash 1 step. Elephant stops to look at flower. Now we have to move 1 step downward. Elephant look at flower. Okay, we have to jump downward 1 step, so we reach at the flowers which elephant look. Okay, blank number 5, stomp dash 3 steps. Now you have to stomp or jump 3 steps. Yum, elephants loves banana. Means you have to jump 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Which, in which direction we move? In the rightward direction. From flowers we move rightward direction, so we reach at the bananas. So elephant like to eat banana. Now repeating again, stomp rightward 4 step, elephant like ice cream. 1, 2, 3, 4. We stomp 4 step rightward, so we reach at ice cream. When we take 1 step downward, we reach at the peanuts which elephant like to eat. Then we move 2 steps leftward, so elephant we reach at the block of a burger, so elephant like to eat burger. Now we move downward 1 step downward, so we reach at the flowers which elephant looked. Then we jump for 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. We reach at the bananas which elephants like to eat. We jump rightward in the direction of right hand. So we reached at the bananas which elephants like to eat. Okay, students, have you completed the exercises in your book? Please complete with me, so we will so you it will become easy for you, and you have completed your work at the moment. Okay, now moving towards next page. Okay, yesterday we studied about relative clauses. Relative clauses are those clauses which shows the Relative clauses tell us more about the person, animal, or thing in the main clause. Do you know the meaning of a clause? Clause mean if a sentence have a subject and a verb. If we have a sentence and we have a subject and a verb in it, it is called a clause, which gives you a clear meaning about a person or a noun. Okay, it is called a clause. So in relative clauses tells us more about person, animals, or things in the main clauses. Okay, what are the uses of relative clause? We use relative clause to point out the person, to show the person relation in the main clause. Relative clauses about animals or things begin with that or which. Relative clauses about animals. When we talk about animals and living things, we use the relative pronouns that or which. Okay, for for information about animals and things, we use relative pronouns that or which. Okay, and for peoples means for human beings, we use relative pronouns that, who, and whom. Understand? Now see this. These are the relative pronouns. Okay, who, whom, that, which. That and which are the relative pronouns which we used with the animals and the things. Animals and the things, we use that and which. And when we want to talk about persons or a living thing, sorry, with for a human being, we use who and whom as our relative pronoun. Understand, student? I'm repeating again. Relative clauses are those clauses which tell us about person, animals, or thing. In the main clauses, mean in the main clause, if we have any person name or any animal's name or any thing name, we use relative clause to show the relation with it. Okay, in the main clause. So what are the relative pronouns? That, who, whom, and which. We use that and which with the animals and things, and for persons and for human beings we use relative pronoun that, who, and whom. Understand? Now come towards the exercise on page number 21 of your workbook. Does the relative clause given in the sentence concern a person, animal, or thing? Circle the correct answer. Okay, now they are giving you some sentences. You have to identify that in this sentence, are they talk about animal, person, or a thing? Means you have to identify that in this relative clause they are concerning about animal, person, or a thing. So you have to make a circle around the correct answer. Understand? Have a pencil in your hand, so it will be easy for you to solve exercise at the moment. Okay, the book which I borrowed from the library was about global warming. Okay, so they are talking about the book which I borrowed from the library. So it is the concern about the non-living thing. Okay, book is a thing. So here you have to make the circle around the things corner because it is the concern. Book is the uh, sub book is the subject of a main clause. So I borrowed. Okay, it shows the concern of a book with you, with I. So You have to underline or make a circle at the column of thing. Understand? Now, moving towards sentence number two, Leonardo da Vinci was one of the greatest artists that ever lived. Here they are talking about an artist. So, Leonardo, which name was Leonardo da Vinci. Okay, so it is clear that they are talking about a person. In this clause, they are talking about the person. They show the concern or relation with the person. Blank number three, the white cat which is in the kitchen is very expensive. Now they have shown you the relation of white cat which is present in the kitchen. So cat is an animal. So we have to make a circle around the animal. Okay. Number four sentence. May lost the watch that she bought 2 years ago. Okay. May is the name of a person. So you are showing the relation of a May with a watch. Okay. So thing. You have to make a circle. You will make the circle around the thing column. Okay. Because here they are showing you the connection or the relation of a person with a watch. Okay, and watch is a thing. Sentence number five, we met the driver who agreed to drive us to the village. Means driver is a person. Okay, the person who drives a car is a human being. So make a circle around the person. Understand? Sentence number six. Uncle David, whom I love dearly, moved to a new city last year. Now they are showing your relation with the Uncle David. Uncle David is, of course, the name of a human being or a person. So make the circle around the person. Okay, students? I hope you are solving these blanks with me. Okay, have your pencil and solve these with me. I am not going to show it you again. Okay, so don't ask me to show the slides again and again. Do it at that moment. Okay. Sentence number seven. The fish that has a bad fin won the swimming race. Now you are showing the relation of a fish. You are talking about the fish and it's who won the race. So fish is an animal. So you have to make a circle around the animal. Okay. Have you make a circle? Okay. Moving towards the sentence number eight. Mrs. Eagles, whom I respected deeply, left the school recently. Now, Mrs. Eagle means the name of a lady who whom I respected deeply. Means you are saying that Mrs. Eagle, whom I respected, left the school recently. So it is clear that Mrs. Eagle is the name of a lady. So she is a human being. Make a circle around the person column. Okay, take the screenshot of the screen so you will complete it if you miss anything right now. Okay, moving towards the next page, page number 22 of your workbook. Now in this exercise B, you have to match the columns in the sentences. In the both columns you have to match the sentences. Okay, do it with me. The hens which are in the farm, the hens which are in the farm are reared for their eggs. The hens which are in the farm are reared for their eggs. Mean you are talking about the hens which have a which are rare. Means they are very unique because of their because the quality of their eggs. So you have to match this column with the second sentence of column number 2. I have not been to the mansion that Nancy bought last year. Means you are showing your relation with the Nancy's house. Okay, Nancy's mansion. Mansion is the name. Mansion. We call the big house. The house which is very spacious or a big is called a mansion. Okay. Match the second sentence with the fourth sentence of the second column. The brother whom you met on the tour is my favorite sibling. Okay? The brother whom you met on the tour is my favorite sibling. The teacher caught the boys who were dawdling on the walls in the toilet. Okay? Match the fourth sentence of first column with the last sentence of second column. Understand, students? You are also showing the lines which I use to match these columns on your screens. Okay? Have you noticed I use the relative clause which here? Okay? The robot that was reported lost in the papers. The robot that was lost in the papers was Mario's. Now you are showing the relation of the robot which was lost with the Mario. Mario is the name of a person, and Mario's, here's the apostrophe s means show the relation of the robot with the Mario. Okay, have you done this exercise? Now moving towards the exercise number C. Fill in the blanks with the correct words given in the box. Use your pencils to solve these exercises. Okay, students? Fill in the blanks with the correct words given in the box. Each option can be used more than once. Now these are the relative clause they had given to you. You have to use them in in filling these blanks. Okay, you may use these blanks once or more than once. You have It's your choice. Okay, now blank number 1. The bear dash had injured its paw, growled angrily. The bear that or which means we use both. We can use both here. Okay, that or which, because bear is an animal, we use relative pronoun that and which with the animals. Okay, fact number 2. An astronaut is a person dash is trained to travel in a spacecraft. Astronaut is a person, so we use the relative pronoun who with it, with him. Okay, an astronaut is a person who is trained to travel in a spacecraft. Blank number 3. Harry Potter had a clock. Dash made him invisible to everyone around him. Harry Potter had a clock. Clock is a non-living thing, so is a thing, so we use which or that. It's an open choice. If you want to use which, use which, and if you want to use that, so you will use that. Both are okay in this sentence because we use relative pronoun that and which with the things. Blank number 4. We like the postman dash passes by our place every day. Postman is a person, so we use who with him. Okay. Moving towards next blank, blank number 5. The tiger dash was kept in the cage, tried to break free. Now they are talking about the tiger. Tiger is an animal, so we use which or that. It's your choice whether you use which or that. Understand, students? Why we use which? Because we use which and that with the animals or things. Fact number 6. The doctor dash we have been going to since we were young retired yesterday. The doctor whom we have been going to since we were young retired yesterday. Please take the screenshot of the side so I will move forward. Okay, this is the page number 23 of your workbook. Kindly open page number 23 of your workbook and solve this exercise with me. You have combined the two sentences using that, which, who, or whom. Write the complete sentence on the lines provided. Now, I am just showing you the correct answer. I will show you just correct answer, but you have to rewrite these sentences, okay? Like, the school bag is in the locker, which or that has my lunch inside. Replace it with the which and that. You have to replace the word it with the pronoun it with the which and that. Okay, blank number 2. We are going to visit our aunt who lives in Italy. Okay, you have to replace this pronoun she with the relative pronoun who. Why we use who? Because aunt is a name, is the human being. Okay, is a person. Blank number 3. I am watching the ants. They are climbing a wall. I am watching the ants that are climbing a wall. Okay. Replace the pronoun they with the relative pronoun that. Understand? That is the little boy whom I borrowed an umbrella from him. Whom borrowed an umbrella from him. Okay. You just have to add whom before the word, before the pronoun I. Okay. Like number 5. The Amazon rainforest is in South America. It is home to many animals. The Amazon rainforest is in South America, which is home to many animals. Replace the pronoun it with the relative pronoun which. Understand, students? You have to rewrite these sentences, okay? Rewrite these sentences, complete sentences. I just chose you the correct answer. Now it's your duty to complete and rewrite these sentences fully. Okay? Take the screenshot. So I will move forward. Now I am moving towards the essay. Okay? Essay will be done in your fair copies composition part, grammar part. Okay? The part which you have been made for your essays, letter, and applications. You have to write this essay in the composition part. Okay? This is your essay number 3. This is the, I am showing some vocabulary, some hints for you regarding to your essay. Okay? So you guess the name of the essay. Spare time means free time. Spades mean the tool which is used to dig the earth. Okay. Fresh vibes mean positive vibe, fresh feelings. Enjoyment means you enjoy something. So I hope you all guess the topic. The topic of our essay is my hobby. The topic of our essay is my hobby. Understand, students? So this is the first paragraph of your essay, which is the introduction, which we call introduction. This is the introduction of your essay. Different people have different hobbies. Means all the persons have different hobbies, all you know. Hobbies keep us busy and happy. Hobbies are the things, are the activities which keeps us busy and happy. My hobby is gardening. Now you are explaining about your hobby, which is gardening. Okay. Now this is the main body of your essay. This is the main body, means the main part of your essay in which you are explaining about your hobby. Whenever I have a spare time, I go to my small garden and see little plants to grow. I water them, I take care of them. I have also grown many flowers. They gives me a great joy. I work with my spade and hoe every morning and evening in my small garden. I root out unwanted plants. I grow some vegetables and fruits recently in my garden. Now you are explaining your hobby that you have a small garden in which you have grown many types of beautiful flowers. You enjoy your hobby. You work every evening and every morning in your hobby, and you like to spend time in your garden. Now, this is the conclusion and the last paragraph of your essay. I feel very happy to see the fruits, plants, and flower in the garden. This hobby gives me a lot of exercise and fresh vibes as well. Now you are concluding and ending your essay by saying that I feel very happy to see my plants and flowers grow in the garden. This hobby gives me exercise and fresh vibes as well. Students, please take the screenshot of the essay and complete this essay in your fair copies in the composition part. Understand? I'm giving you just 2 seconds. Please take the screenshot. Okay. This is your home task, students. Now, your home task is very easy for you because I have told you before that I told you that complete the exercises with me. So I hope you have completed with me. Okay. Do page number 20, 21, and 23 in your workbook. If you have missed any blank during the class, complete it in your workbook. It's your home task. And learn essay my hobby. First of all, you will write essay in your fair copies, then complete it in your fair copies.